Hello all you wonderful people out there in YouTube land. Welcome to the Texas Special YouTube channel. And in this October 2023 HO scale product review, we will be looking at these Life-Like Proto 1000 boxcars. You have before you three 50-foot boxcars and one 50-foot all-door boxcar. These two will be used, in addition to this one, will be used for the Clayton County lumber industry. This one will be used for Ducey's Foods. These are Life-Like cars. These are from the late 90s, early 2000s era, so they are not new cars. They have been retrofitted with Katie number 5s. They have the body mounted knuckle couplers and just regular metal wheels with plastic axles. We're going to pick two of these to kind of set aside because the first three are all identical with the exception of the paint job and the road names. So we're going to set aside probably this guy here and this guy here separately to take a more in-depth look. Alright, so we've got the Western Pacific car and the Macmillan Bladel building materials car set aside so we can take a little bit closer look at these guys. The body and frame is plastic construction. There's a lot of cast-on details with these cars. Got the side ladders, the doors, all the door locks. Again, the doors, side ladders, and all the locking mechanisms on the doors are all cast on with these cars. The paint separation and decal application is very crisp and clear. There's no bleed over from the lettering to the car body on any of these. The paint separation between the white and the red is very well done. On the all-door boxcar, the decals actually wrap around the door locking mechanisms very well. There's no flaking or cracking in the lettering. All the lettering on these models is legible. I know for a fact my camera's not going to zoom in tight enough to let me show that off, but they are legible. These cars came from a fellow Texla Model Railroad Club member. He had these in his collection. He had acquired them some time ago, but given that he is going to be modeling a Midwestern road in the early 50s, obviously with the roller bearing trucks and of course the cars themselves, far too new for him, so he let me take these off his hands for a steal. Alright, so here we are looking at the underside of the Western Pacific boxcar. You can see that there is a fair amount of detail underneath there. You've got the air brake piston in the upper kind of right hand corner between the center of the car and the truck. You have the air brake reservoir down in the lower left hand corner, again between the truck and the center of the car. You've got the center sill of the car, you've got all the lateral supports, you have some detailing that represents the underside of the floor of the car. You can see clearly there the truck mounted knuckle couplers, as well as the body mounted knuckle couplers and the trucks. Those are 100-ton roller bearing trucks, by the way. Here we see the underside of the all-door box car, very similarly done to the regular 50-foot box car. The center sill kind of dips down a little bit lower. You can still see all the air brake details that the other box car had. Again, a good visual of the draft gear for the body mounted knuckle couplers, the metal wheel sets. Fairly decent detailing on these cars. There's nothing separately applied on the underside of these cars. Then again, you're not really going to see the undersides of these cars all that often if everything goes like it's supposed to. And these are also from, like I said, the late 90s, early 2000s. Here we have the B ends of the cars. You can see there's some nice detailing going on back here. You've got the little walkway, the crossover walkway on the regular 50-foot box, the handbrake wheel. Again, a little better shot of the number 5s, the Katie number 5s on both cars. Lots of cast-on detailing. The side ladders are cast on, as is the waybill board. You've got the waybill board here, the car number up here, car number right here. Cast on ladders, cast on braces and supports, cast in stirrup step detailing here. For cast on detailing, it's actually very nicely done. Here we have the A ends of the cars. As I've said numerous times in previous videos, you have the B end and the A end of a freight car. The B end is where the brake apparatus, to include the handbrake wheel, is located. The A end is it's the other side of the car. It's the plain side of the car. Obviously the trucks on the real thing are equipped with air brakes, but there's no brake apparatus on the A end of the car. You can see these cars are identical, as are most rail cars. On the A end to the B end, the only difference is there's no handbrake wheel. You've still got the cast on crossover platform, side ladders, waybill board, car numbers, your bracing and whatnot, cast on stirrup steps, and the couplers, of course. Now, I'm not going to waste time looking at the tops of these cars, the roofs of these cars, because these are modern freight cars. They don't have any real detailing to speak of on the top of the cars. There's no brakeman's catwalk or whatever you want to call it. So there really isn't any point to showing off the top of the cars. So we will throw these 4 cars on a train and run them around the railroad. I can tell you that I've had these since March, and they handle the 18-inch curves very well. They handle the Bachmann Easy Track switches very well. So these are some very fun cars to run. They are, visually and operationally speaking, very, very, very nice cars. So let's get this train running.